Hello and welcome to the MAC weather page for this Friday, March 8th, 2019. And we got a slow moderating trend now, going to be in the 30s today. We'll be well into the 30s on Saturday, but what a nasty day. Late Saturday into Sunday is going to be with some rain, freezing rain, maybe snow to the north. Again, over the weekend, about 6/10 to 9/10 of an inch of precipitation. We'll have a lot of wind with this storm also. And again, from central to north central and northern lower Michigan, we could see winter headlines out for winter weather advisories for freezing rain. Further north, it'll be snow, and the UP could get quite a bit of snow, and they could be seeing around 6 to 12 inches once you get back into northwest Wisconsin, into the western portions of the Upper Peninsula. But for us, mostly rain. But again, if you're up in that Elma, Mount Pleasant area, we could have definitely some icy conditions here for late Saturday afternoon, more likely Saturday evening into Saturday night, very early Sunday morning, and then I think we switch to rain. And then later Sunday, our temperatures will fall back down into the 30s as a cold front comes through. And again, Sunday's going to be a nasty day with lots of wind and very cold temperatures overall with that wind chill. As far as the in-house, the MAC weather forecast model, you can see, look at Thursday of next week. It's projecting us to get up around 68 degrees. That may be a little ambitious. I think we could certainly break into the 60s. The European model also shows temperatures above 60 degrees for next Thursday. The U.S. model has temperatures in the mid-50s, so no doubt a very nice punch of warm air coming in, and that will melt all the snow here in mid-Michigan if it's not gone by then anyways, but I think we'll still have a little bit. But certainly some very warm conditions for at least one day. Temperatures on Friday, it looks like they'd settle back into the 40s. On the satellite view this morning, you can see all the moisture as it can eventually make it into the Great Lakes, continues to stream from the Pacific into the lower 48. Storm center will get itself organized in the four corner states, and it'll move up again towards Wisconsin into maybe northern Michigan now. It's a little farther south than what it has been, and that means a little colder profile, thus I think a better chance of freezing rain once you get into mid-Michigan on off to the north. If we look at the radar this morning, again, a lot of this not reaching the ground, but most of it will stay off to our south as it encounters dry air. And if we look at the temperatures out there this morning, you can see very cold conditions. Only 4 degrees here in Breckenridge, 0 at Lakeview, and just below 0 over at Newaygo. So very cold March morning out there. And if we look at the weather map for this morning, you can see a lot of low pressure beginning to try to get its act together back here in the southwest. Meanwhile, high pressure system will hold on for one more day, and we'll probably start off Saturday fairly dry as well. So if you got anything to do this weekend, you want to do it before 1 or 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon on Saturday. Before then, it should be pretty decent, but then the weather goes downhill once we get into the afternoon. But especially for Saturday evening into very early Sunday, we could have some icy road conditions across mid-Michigan on off to the north. And if we look at that forecast map for Saturday morning, that low pressure system will be coming into the plains. And again, it's going to move itself right across northern lower Michigan. Again, from mid-Michigan off to the north, freezing rain, very heavy snow back into the upper Great Lakes, into the Midwest. And if we look at that forecast map by Sunday morning, a strong low pressure system with lots of wind will be moving up near Sault Ste. Marie. And again, behind it, we'll have quite a tight gradient between high pressure and low pressure. And again, very windy conditions, winds around 30 to maybe even gusts of 40 miles per hour for Sunday morning into Sunday afternoon. And then that system will move off to the northeast, and we'll have a couple of decent days coming up next week with temperatures a little cooler, but still highs in the 30s. That'll feel pretty good compared to what we've been. As far as precipitation here, this was yesterday's forecast. This includes both storms, which we projected about 6 to 9/10 for both storms. Look at the new run this morning, and you'll see that a little bit less in the way of precipitation. That's because the second storm is going to track far enough off to the northwest where we'll get more into the warm sector, and we'll have more or less precipitation as we get into Thursday. But that could be thunderstorms late Thursday when the cold front begins to approach the area. But for during the day on Thursday, we could see high temperatures in the 50s, maybe even into the 60s. So that'll feel quite nice. As far as snowfall, over the next 72 hours, you can see a lot of snow in the UP back into Wisconsin, Minnesota. For us, maybe a little bit. I think this is the area across northern lower Michigan, the northern third or so. You can see winter storm watches there. I expect winter storm watches to be issued for all of the UP. And again, maybe some winter weather advisories for a 2 or 3 or 4 county-wide area across central and north central lower Michigan. and those would probably be issued either tonight or tomorrow morning. The winter storm watches, I think, will be issued later on today for the UP and possibly northern lower Michigan. They may wait on those until tomorrow morning. But again, some winter weather definitely expected across the Northland here over the weekend. As far as the forecast goes, again, very cold out there this morning. Temperatures, though, will really recover pretty nice into the low 30s, and then another cool night tonight, and then for tomorrow morning rather, and then for later tomorrow when that precipitation moves in, the evaporative cooling will cause, I think, some freezing rain to stick, especially to the trees. And again, a total storm of about 1.03 on our models. My forecast is for 0.6 to 0.9. I haven't changed that for a couple of days. And again, you can see how our warming trend into Sunday then crashes down somewhat back into the 30s as we get into next week. And then just beyond this here for Wednesday night, but more so for Thursday, we'll see a chance of showers as that warm air moves in, and it could get fairly toasty on Thursday again, possibly breaking the 60-degree mark. Thanks for stopping by, and have yourself a great day, a great weekend, and 73s to all.